Alright, hello everyone, and now welcome to a game between Foggy and Blade. This game taking place here on Terranus Stand, and well, this game was taken from the DreamHack Open Tournament. Hope you guys enjoy it. Eagle-eyed viewers will realize, hey, what happened to the WarCraft 3 booster overlay? For some reason, it is not working right now. Don't quite know why. Hopefully, it will get up and running a little bit later. Anyways, let's go ahead and break things down in this particular 1v1 matchup. It is going to be Night Elf going up against Human, which normally means that we will be looking at a Mountain King going up against a Warden. We'll see if that is going to be the case here. And for all of you who were eagerly waiting for me to cast, thank you for coming back, tuning in. Thanks, Arts. Good to be back. Well, feeling significantly better than I was in the last 24-36 hours. I'm pretty sure I got the COVID vaccine, but yeah, well, the vaccine does tire me out a little bit. It seems, even though I normally get the flu vaccine every year, this vaccine, well, just, I tried to power through it and push through, but I knew that I wouldn't be able to do nearly as much since this is the second time I'm getting the vaccine, a booster. So I just tried to take it easy, and well, not pushing through it and forcing through it, my body actually accepted it a little bit better, and well, didn't spike a fever for nearly as long. Anyways, let's go ahead and break things down. For all of you guys out there who are longtime viewers and you guys like what you see, don't please remember to like this video. Every time you like the video, well, more and more people will be recommended the video, and it will help me grow my channel. One of those things where if you want to keep Warcraft 3 alive and you want me to continue producing content, well, having more views is definitely one way to go about that. We are looking at a footman now coming across the single wisp across in the middle center here. Mountain King should be popping on out. There is a militia now making its rounds out as the warden is going to be coming into play here. Ancient of War, and Wisp proc getting the archer to, well, go ahead and cast that lightning shield across all of those units right there. Warden most likely will end up trying to get a fan of knives to finish off everything right here in just a moment. Archer backs away, and there's a little bit of that damage, level 2 already on that Warden, as the Warden picks up a potion of invulnerability. Now, solo Warden play has become very common on this particular map, as the Warden is able to get extra experience. I forgot about this years ago. Extra experience if it is a solo hero once you are at tier 2 and at tier 3. Being able to get to level 6 slightly faster over your opponent does have a very profound impact. As well, the Mountain King is going to perhaps try and clear out some additional creep camps here, waiting to see where that Warden is going to go. Sees that the Warden is shifting off to the north there, and the Mountain King is actually going to follow it up. Interesting choice. That's the Mountain King going to try to put in some pressure. Ancient of War is there to scout all of this, as the Mountain King heading inside the base here. Alright, you can see the Sasquatch is taking a little Ancient of War off to the north here. Sasquatch and Forest Trolls are getting in some damage onto that Ancient of War. Meanwhile, down to the south here, well, Forest Troll, Shadow Priest, Mountain King trying to do a little bit of an exchange against that Warden. Are we going to see, well, a blink to try and bash anything or stop any of those storm bolts? That is the question there. Mountain King could perhaps easily finish off a Wisp. Nope, does not get it off here, as the Warden is still continuing to fight back and forth. Forest Troll getting in some extra damage once more, as you can see, the creeps are just aggroing Foggy's poor Ancient of War, causing damage over time. Now, that Ancient of War already down to 535 hit points. The Warden is hiding in the shadows. And, well, we're trying to come across some sort of position play. Now, Blade's strategy here is rather unorthodox. Normally, human players are trying to set up an expansion at this time. Perhaps he is purposely going about this in a different manner, knowing that the Warden is just so powerful on this map that he doesn't want to try and deal with that. Meanwhile, Boots of Speed, Dust of Appearance is all now available. Are we going to see a little bit more attacks? Yes, we are. The Warden has plenty of mana. Shadow Strikes on trailing units coupled with archers could easily take many of those down. What is Blade really hoping to do here? That is the question to be had, as this Ancient of War is now going to just end up getting taken down pretty quickly. We're going to see the Forest Troll Shadow Priest heal up that Mountain King, and now looking to back away. He was trying to aggro or just pull Foggy over, realize, hey, Foggy's not going to come down here. Let me just go ahead and try and engage. Are we going to see a Thunderclap across any of these units? Oh, there goes an Archer, and in comes a little bit of damage. There's a Bash, and Potion of Invulnerability already being used right there. Shadow Strike onto the Forest Troll Shadow Priest, as the Forest Troll Shadow Priest is going to have a very bad day here. Fan of Knives coming back across here as we're looking at, oh, there goes another attack once more. All right, Warden is going to be in trouble. There is a Dust of Appearance, but you needed to wait until the Potion of Lesser Invulnerability came to an end. As well, we are looking at Blade being able to purposely, well, pull back or force that Warden to use that Scroll of Town Portal. I am doing a little bit better. Yes, I am. Thank you, everyone. As we're looking at the Ancient of War now taking a little bit of damage down to the south. The Forest Troll Shadow Priest was lost, so this is going to make it much more difficult for Blade to stick around for far too long. He did use one charge of that Dust of Appearance, as the Mountain King now going to head back off to the north here. Warden almost getting up to level 3. That is going to be a very big difference here, as the Mountain King may try to pick up something. No, he's just doing a quick run by. And then taking a little bit of damage again. What is happening back at home? We are going into an Arcane Sanctum, a single Arcane Sanctum right now. So we are going into Rifle Casters here in just a moment. Meanwhile, the Mountain King is still putting in all of that pressure. There goes a Stormbolt onto that Forest Troll Shadow Priest. Shadow Strike there. And while trying to fight inside a Night Elf base at night is not recommended. So far, the Warden still continuing to put all of that pressure in once more. We're looking at 27 supply going up against 39. Archmage is the follow-up hero instead of the Blood Mage in this time. So this is a very meta play. This is a specific strategy here on Terranus Stand to try and deal with the Night Elf power of the Warden. By keeping that Warden relatively low in terms of overall experience, well, you don't have to worry nearly as much. All right, Warden looks like it didn't get any of the experience it needed to get closer to level 3. And Blade is playing a great game, keeping his units alive and well, except for that Forest Troll Shadow Priest. I think everything else has been able to stay alive and be microed very well. This is almost like doing a contain in Brood War or StarCraft 2. Definitely the case. Being able to just contain your opponent, and when your opponent is only running on one base and was perhaps expecting to be able to get a little bit more gold from creeping and things of that nature, things do get, well, sideways just a bit. Archmage should be dropping water elementals here in just a moment to try and create a little bit more zoning. What is that Mountain King going to do? Perhaps try and pick up a Potion of Lesser Invulnerability, knowing that it is not long for this world. Are we going to perhaps be going into Militia? Yes, Militia into... are we actually going to be going into towers? That is the question. Or perhaps trying to build an arcane vault. There goes a water elemental now absorbing a little bit of damage. Warden going to be coming up. No, Warden spots all this. And now this is a proxy workshop. All right, a proxy workshop to try and get some damage with mortar teams. There goes that Fan of Knives right now. There's the priest trying to heal. Is it going to be able to keep the peasants up? One peasant taking a little bit of damage. And that's one way to force an engagement. Start building a workshop as a Stormbolt does go down. And that is a level 2 Stormbolt right there. All right, Mountain King chasing after that Warden. Warden is in a little bit of trouble. Where is it going to try and go? It does have another Scroll of Town Portal. There's a Dust of Appearance. Stormbolt goes down, but a Scroll of Town Portal used in time. Mountain King just going to make its way back over here. Are we going to see... oh, there's a Rejuvenation coming in from the Druid of the Claw. As well, things are going to go from bad to worse. This is such a well-practiced build by Blade. I do not think Foggy was ready for this. But at the same time, human players should have been able to come up with new strategies to deal with exactly this matchup on this map. It really felt like a lot of times that human players just almost came to a standstill. Are we going to perhaps be going in? No, Arcane Tower. There are a couple of low hit point peasants here. There is 2 priests. We may need to see a little bit more priests. Are we going to get a Scroll of Healing? Yes, we are, as a mortar team is already in position. This proxy mortar team as well, doing terrible damage, as the Archmage is going to be able to get in some extra damage here. All right, Foggy going to be forced in an engagement as well, as we are at Tree of Eternity trying to get mastery training on those bears. Is it done yet? No, not quite yet. There is some sorceresses as well, as the damage is just starting to add up. One mortar team, Arcane Tower nearly done. Is there slow? No, slow on that Druid of the Claw, and that is it. Are we going to try to see another engagement? moment, there is another water elemental in position as well, as the damage is just adding in here. All right, Scout Tower, Arcane Tower nearly done here. Stormbolt onto a Forest Troll. Shadow Priest could get taken down. Arcane Tower losing, causing that Warden to lose a lot of its mana, and in comes everything. All right, Ancient Protectors, Bears are all trying to join in on this fight. Riflemen gonna go ahead and do a large push here as they just run past all of this. All right, Bears going after that Arcane Tower. Peasants are trying to repair drastically, and it looks like the repair, well, is going to be able to hold on just a little while longer. Slow Rifleman doing so much damage. Mountain King doesn't have that much damage though, as we see the Arcane Tower now taken down. But is it too little, or is it too much damage already done? So much focus to try and take down one Arcane Tower that was being repaired, and now all of the units, well, still have a large army to try and fight back with. Archmage does have a Scroll of Healing, not quite sure why it wasn't used yet. It should really be used, as so many units are low on hit points that it would, well, pretty much regenerate regenerate and recover so much of those hit points now, but still holding on to it barely. Archmage does get Brilliance Aura, now sitting at level 2. Mountain King sitting at level 1. He's going to try to back and forth once more. Mortar Team's going to get in some extra damage. There goes a Moonwell, as we are only looking at one Mortar Team here. All right, Mountain King gets in a quick bash. Units now trying to back up again. More attacking coming back in. Is Foggy going to be able to hold this? Mountain King does have a potion of lesser invulnerability. There's some more repairs. Archmage still not using that Scroll of Healing for some strange reason, as there are a lot of low hit point units trying to retreat back here. No additional workshop units being trained up. It looks as though the Footmen could get taken down. Units are trying to back away again. Archmage still now finally using that Scroll of Healing at the last possible moment, trying to keep all of those units alive as well and get every ounce of hit points out of that battle. Mountain King about to get taken down. It looks as though there goes a bear. Mountain King about to get taken down to 152 hit points. Warden does have an anti-magic potion, as the Footmen are now trying to chase. They may end up getting taken out by their own Mortar Teams, as they need a backup too. All right, Arcane Vault getting added in. We are looking at 4 priests here trying to heal up everything. One Mortar Team continuing to put in all of this pressure. This is a straight up contain onto Foggy, who is sitting at 40 over 40 supply compared to 57 over 60. All right, Warden sitting at level 3. Is Foggy going to be able to break free right here? That is the question to be had. It looks like there was a Staff of Preservation to save a low hit point Druid of the Claw. He gets rejuvenated, and, well, units are going to try and push their way back again. All right, Mortar Team could have a little bit of room to run back again, and still being, well, finally being back up to, well, 43 over 50 supply, no longer being supply blocked. But this containment, this strategy by Blade just came out of nowhere, and I don't think that Foggy was ready for it at all. One Arcane Tower already getting added in. 2 Peasants are once more adding back in as well. We see the Priest so much. Bears are all in position. Bears are very, very strong again in that front line, but they are all slowed. However, there is no Thunderclap. There goes a Fan of Knives across multiple units to try and, well, take down all of those Priests, but the Priests, having Brilliant Aura, should be able to stand back and be able to fend this off here. Mountain King still holding back his opponent. Once more, we are looking at really nothing going on inside Blade's base. And, well, the Warden going to try and push their way through. There is one Mortar Team only, and that's all you really need. That one Mortar Team just causing constant pressure, trying to force your opponent to go into an engagement. That is key here. Even the Archmage, if it, like, retrained into Blizzard, all of a sudden that could be terrible damage, as the Water Elementals are going to start to get abolished as well. All right, in comes that damage from the Arcane Tower, removing much of that mana. Foggy, is he going to be able to hold off against this attack? We are going to be looking at mass detonations, and, well, the mass detonations removing mana from the casters, as the Bears are just trying to line up these attacks once more. Mortar Teams are just going to continue to put in more pressure again and again, as another Moonwell could get taken down. There it goes. There goes that Moonwell, as the Mountain King is in that frontline spot. Fan of Knives not really finding any easy targets here. Meanwhile, Mountain King could easily try and Stormbolt to finish off another unit. There are a couple of low hit point units here. The Dryads unable to abolish magic from the from the Water Elementals, as there is just so much slow to constantly dispel. Mountain King now currently maxed out on mana. Should consider just throwing a Stormbolt, just because the Archmage is right there with Brilliance Aura, making it very difficult. And in comes the damage now. Arcane Tower, well, removing all that. Stormbolt, Warden going to lose all of that mana. Scout Tower, Cannon Tower quickly getting destroyed here. Warden about to get taken down. Warden unable to escape, and that may be the end of it, folks, as the Druids of the the Claw are trying to back away. Mountain King gets in another Stormbolt, going to finish off another right there. Mountain King getting up to level 4. Mountain King going to go after another Druid of the Claw here in just a moment. But this new way of playing human on Terranus stand completely catching Foggy off guard. A really well played game right here. Knowing, hey, you know what, I'm just going to go to tier 2. I'm going to go Rifle Caster, build that workshop right outside of your base. And by building that workshop right outside of the base, the unit doesn't have to walk nearly as far, containing his opponent, being able to shut down and destroy Moonwells, forcing fights. Arcane towers were constantly draining mana from that Warden, minimizing the effect of the Warden's Fan of Knives, and more importantly, keeping that Warden at level 2 for as long as Blade did. Foggy unable to use Fan of Knives effectively, and by the time Fan of Knives level 2 was available and online, there were enough priests to really mitigate much of that damage by keeping that distance. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Once again, if you got to the very end of the video, liked the recap, definitely give a like to the video, a thumbs up. It helps me out. It recommends more of my videos to other Warcraft 3 fans out there. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.